Good morning, notice it's Monday, and I'm whispering because I always forget to film things. So Comic-Con was yesterday, and here's a picture. Hey, look, it's me. I'm the one that looks like me, not the one that looks like someone who isn't me. Basically, for that costume, I just had to get decked down in leather, which is always a really good, comfy time. James Marsden and Gareth David Lloyd are coming to the Supernova Convention this November. I'm so excited to meet both of them. By the way, I will do my punishment, because frankly, I'm looking forward to writing a report on the way that Pepper reacts with your sinuses. Still, I'm not going to do that this week, because it's video response week, and last week the Sarcastics talked about ageism on YouTube, and I want to talk about that. I've always thought there was kind of ageism to younger people more than older people. If you're under 16 and you start a YouTube account, I don't think you'd really get much respect. I know that when I was younger, I kind of wanted to start a YouTube account and, start uploading videos regularly, but I didn't think I would get respected, and I definitely didn't think people like my friends and my family would understand. Being a bit older, I can kind of figure out that I can do whatever I want, and, YouTube is a public forum and it's open to me. I feel like maybe over 40, I guess, people would have sort of hard times getting into YouTube. The great thing about YouTube is that it is open to anyone of any age, and even though it's sort of harder to get into the community if you're 14 years old because you might not be taken seriously, or if you're 40 years old because people might not understand what you're doing here, you can still find people who are like you and who are interested in the same thing. That's the sort of great thing about the internet in general. So I've been reading Ulysses, and I am now that far into it. I've also been analysing it, so I've got a ridiculous amount of post-it notes. Brittany, looking forward to seeing your progress, because I'll be honest, any amount of understanding that you can tell me about Ulysses will be very helpful, because analysing that is just going to be a bitch. I guess the good thing about it is because it's so dense, it has so much going on in it, so I can talk about pretty much any subject: sexism, racism, anti-religion, ageism, basically anything. Just choose a subject, run with it, pick up that theme in another text, and just analyse that as well. By the way, something awesome happened. Alex Day's Lady Godiva, pretty awesome song. I bought a couple of copies of it yesterday. Michael Aranda's remix, I haven't been able to stop listening to it, it's so good. Carrie Hope Fletcher's remix is kind of amazing as well. She's replaced all the instruments in the song with her voice, and she has a really beautiful voice, so it's just created this sort of really lovely soft song. Anyway, I have a friend who's English, and her aunt lives in England, and her aunt is coming over here for a couple of days in a little while, and she's going to bring over here 2 copies of Lady G by Alex D, and hopefully they'll be signed, and I'm going to have a physical copy of Lady Godiva, hopefully, in about a week. Things are good. Guys, seeing as it is April and people do vlog every day in April so often here on the YouTubes, I vote that we actually attempt this month to get a video up every day of the week when we're supposed to. Aside from the ones that aren't active anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're one of the least dedicated 5 Awesome channels. Which I know isn't what we want to be. I mean, I know that Kate wants to be making videos, and Brittany wants to, and I want to as well. And I'm sure Rachel does want to, because, there's nothing Rachel hates more than me doing better than her in something. I think we just forget too much, so let's try and get rid of that this month. Guys, have an awesome week. Can't wait to see what you respond to. And Brittany, I'll see you tomorrow.